What if the most important battle of your life happened in the dead of night, with no witnesses, no weapons, no plan? Today, we enter one man's most desperate struggle, one that would change his destiny, his name, and the course of an entire nation. 20 years. That's how long Jacob served his cunning uncle Laban, herding flocks, marrying sisters, forging wealth. Yet every night, he lay awake counting the price of deception, the stolen birthright, the cheated blessing, the brother he fled. Remember, Jacob, the heel grabber, tricked Esau into selling his birthright, then stole Isaac's blessing under his father's blindness. Fear drove him a heron, but guilt followed. After 20 years of service, Jacob, now wealthy beyond measure, received word from home. His brother Esau was coming with 400 men. Jacob sent ahead his family and all he owned, wives, children, servants, leaving himself alone on a far bank. Why? Perhaps to pray, perhaps to confront his fear. Whatever his motive, he stood vulnerable under the rising moon. His past sins, his stolen blessing, and the threat of Esau weighed on him like a stone. In that moment of solitude, he was just a man, raw, human, exposed. Out of the darkness came a challenger. No voice, no name, just presence. Jacob's first instinct, defend himself. But this was no ordinary assailant. As they rushed at each other, neither weapon nor strategy mattered. It was raw, primal, a test of wills. For an hour, they wrestled in the mud, Jacob's muscles burning, adrenaline surging. Every near pin, every reversal, felt like life or death. Who was this mysterious figure? An angel? God himself? Jacob wouldn't know yet. Voiceover, solemn. In a single move, his hip socket dislocated. Most men would have collapsed, but not Jacob. Jacob's desperation flared. He reached out, holding the figure tight. I will not let you go unless you bless me. Genesis 32, verse 26. Here, Jacob demands a blessing, not from his father, not from Laban, but from this divine wrestler. It's a moment of raw faith. When all human strength fails, we grasp at God's promise. In that instant, the wrestling ceased, not because the fight was won by strength, but by surrender. At dawn, the dawn itself seemed to whisper. The stranger asked, Stranger, whisper, what is your name? Jacob. His name meant heel grabber, the deceiver, but God renamed him. No longer Jacob, but Israel, for you have striven with God and with men and have prevailed. Israel, he who struggles with God. In that remnant name, every future descendant would bear the legacy of this midnight encounter, of wrestling with doubt, fear, and faith. He named the place Peniel, face of God, declaring, I have seen God face to face, and yet my life is preserved. Jacob walked away wounded, but transformed. No longer the schemer of Canaan. He was the father of a nation. His limp would remind him, always, of God's power and mercy. We all have our Jabbok moments, times we wrestle with doubt, fear, past failures. Like Jacob, we can demand a blessing, cling to God in weakness, and emerge with a new name, redeemed, empowered, called. If Jacob's story stirred something in you, let us know in the comments. What battle are you facing tonight? And if you've seen God's hand in your struggle, share your testimony below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss the next deep dive into the mysteries of faith.